What makes us South African and what makes any other person in any part of the world, distinctly have the sound of whatever region they're from is the stories that you tell and how you tell them, whether it's in language and your slang, where you shoot your videos, how you wear your pants and why, you think wearing that, would that make sense, It's about your whole style and your culture, your personality, everything. That's what makes us who we are. And I mean, hip-hop, always talk about keeping it real, and if you're keeping it real to yourself, then you want to be doing the best job out there.
The one thing that will always make it different is the content.
We're relating to ourselves, but this is some people here, because there are those who are still pushing the whole American swag and fabulosity, and we're just like, alrighty then.
We sampled Ujonina.
We need to sample our music as well.
We sampled Ujonina, Uzodwa, and look, we did a nice hip hop love song with it. I mean, we made our own rendition of Chula Mama to all the mothers out there, and it came out nice. It was a struggle song, but now it's a hip hop song for all the mothers out there, So that is South African hip hop. That's what we give. We giving them a taste of what South Africa is all about. I think that's what we should be reflecting.
When you see a b-boy on an international floor, you'll take all the house moves, all the quieter moves, and you put on the dance because he's from South Africa. That's what he knows. He's going to bring something different.
We need to start taking African influences into the artwork and creating an African style. If you look at Brazil, all over South America, they've got a very distinct South American style to the stuff. Even if it has a European flair and stuff, they've still got that, that style that you see it, you're like, oh, that's from South America,
Based on the fact that we have 11 languages. So it comes to 11 cultures. And in those cultures, we know we have subcultures. You're going to have a guy that's going to speak deep Zulu, Zakwe, whatever. And then you're going to have a guy who's going to be playful. Just because of, based on our heritage, we just have so much more to offer than the next country will. I'm not saying we're better, but I'm saying we're different. And we need to use that to our advantage.
Do you see that clash, that little clash that we had in the 90s with hip-hop versus Kwaito? That little clash actually turned into South African hip-hop. Because then what you'd have is like real street raps or real street messages that you would only get in Kwaito, coming through with a hip-hop beat, with people actually lacing punchlines that were relevant to the people. That little clash is what developed into like South African hip-hop. We should actually rename it something else.
South African hip-hop for me needs to define itself, because the people are confused, you know what I mean? People don't know what they want,